Karma Pro. This is India's first fully integrated tech platform for financial partners. So for the next 30 minutes, we'll give you a brief introduction about who we are as My Money Karma. What is our mission? What have we been doing? The kind of momentum that we have built over the past 5 years. And then that'll just lay the groundwork for us to explain what is Karma Pro, what are its features, why we are excited about the next 2-3 years going forward and our growth plans. So that will be the next 30 minutes. There'll be some time at the end just for Q&A, but we want to keep this conversational. So anytime if you have any questions, please, we want to hear what you think as well. So just stop me at any time and then we'll take it from there. After that, we'll have lunch and then we can break. But in the meantime, I'll just introduce the team here. So please meet Mr. Varun Agarwal. He's the CEO and Head of Business Development here. At the back, I'll also talk about the rest of our team. Sachin Waikar, who's Senior Vice President for South Zone, also based here in Hyderabad. And then we have Rabi, Shrikant CH, Tasneem Zia. They put this event together, so thank you very much. And at any time, if you have any questions, any help needed, please reach out to any of us and we'll be able to help you. Just before I start, any opening words, Varun?
Just, a lot of gratitude that they are here. So we will talk about it, and I think we'll start.
Perfect. So quick introduction about who we are, My Money Karma. We are a global fintech organization. Our mission is to provide intelligent financial products. And the focus that I'd like to bring to you on this slide is the fact that we want to improve people's lives. So the company was started as a Silicon Valley-based company. Our founders are all Stanford graduates. And the company itself was incubated at Stanford StartX. So the key differentiator for us as a company in India is that we bring a lot of the tech experience, so how to apply high-tech products to actually improve people's lives. And we've combined that with a very special level of industry experience. So we have finance veterans here in India. So not only do they understand the market, the ecosystem, the value chain, but more importantly, they understand consumers, they understand what is very important to them. And we've identified one of the big problems that we've been seeing in India, in finance and fintech specifically, is the problem of trust. So consumers obviously need to be able to trust the people that they buy financial products from. And since we are able to combine technology and industry experts, we come across as actually like a trusted personal advisor and not just someone who's selling a financial product or service. So some of the things you'll hear our customers saying is about how our experience and our expertise puts them at ease from day one, and also how we actually empower them to make good financial decisions. So one of the things that we picked up as a big problem is that only 13% in India are known to be financially literate. So there is a lot of scope for us to improve the financial literacy and help people make better decisions. And this is how we are gaining trust with consumers. For close to a decade, we've been putting this as one of our key differentiators. Mostly what we do is we deliver a lot of savings. So one big thing that differentiates us in the company is that when we evaluate success, it's not by how much money we make, but instead how much savings we are able to deliver to our customers. So this is either like within the products and services that they avail, we are able to save them a lot of money, but also this is something that we take as our mission. So we will watch for their loans. We will make sure that across the tenure of these loans, some of these will be 10, 15 years, across the entire duration, they can rest assured that we'll be watching to make sure there are any savings opportunities. So this is how we're actually delighting customers, because you'll see some of these customers saying that we have been able to deliver savings that they were not even expecting, that they didn't even know that opportunity existed. And ultimately, like the tech platform is able to execute these loans very efficiently. So you see that one big thing for us is our customers get their loans done with a high level of convenience. So some of the things you hear our customers say is, there are some loans that have been approved and dispersed within a few hours. There have been loans that have been dispersed where people have never had to leave their homes. And as you can imagine, in the last 3 years, these are things that have proven to be very important. Obviously, we've had, sorry.
I will explain this in a little simplified manner. So why do we exist? So we exist because we give a lot of convenience to our customers, right? Today, we are India's #1 loan distributors. So we are India's #1 home loan, mortgage, which is loan against property, PL, and we are also moving towards a BL kind of a distribution, right? So today, if you are looking out for a, let's say, home loan, right? What you will do is you will either talk to your banker, or you will talk to your friend or reference or somebody who's actually mediating. There are a lot of trust points that you will look into it. Now, when you approach them, well, let's say I'll take an example of, for a namesake, HDFC Bank, right? You have a relationship manager, you will call that person and you will tell him, yeah, look, I want to take a home loan. Now, every home loan, right, is a unique case, right? If one person is eligible for HDFC Bank, may not be eligible for Kotak Bank, may not be eligible for any other bank, right? So it depends. So this is called profiling. We have to understand the background of the customers, we have to match the profile, and then we have to kind of pass it on to the bank. So that's exactly what we do. Now, HDFC Bank, if you approach, going back to the same example, an HDFC Bank will not say, okay, this is not the profile, why don't you go to this bank, this bank, this bank, right? HDFC Bank will talk about only the HDFC Bank. He will either say, yes, I can process the loan, or he will say, I cannot process the loan, right? You can check with some other bank. So in this process, one, your time is getting wasted. Second, so when they evaluate your application, your CIBIL will get affected, right? Your credit score will get affected, so your bureau score. Third, you'll be, most likely you'll be more confused as to why. You'll be dejected, questioning, starting questioning yourself that why my loan is getting rejected. So what My Money Karma does is that through our platform we will initially screen your application, your profile, and we will tell you in first go, right, that this is the right bank for you, and this is where your profile is matching, and this is the maximum we can get it for you, right? So this is called the first time information that we give in post profiling. Now so our first time right, so which means that we have told our customer, and customer has actually gone and availed the loan from the bank or an institution, financial institution. Our hit rate is 87%, which is the highest in the market, and we do this through technology. We use a lot of permutation combinations and make sure that when we actually tell our customer, there is no room of rejection. So the rest of the 13% rejection that we get is because customer is not sharing full information with us, or maybe bank has not shared the complete product policy with us. So maybe these kind of reasons. But if we have complete information from the bank, and which generally we do have, and if customer is truthful to us, and then of course we have our parameters to check, then it is almost like 100% we can deliver on first time right applications. So that's where we are. So today whatever we are launching is again the tech platform. So we distribute these loans through two channels. One is through our partners, right? That is B2B. For example, if you are our partner and then you are in this field for past 25-30 years, you have your own set of customers, you are associated with us because of the quality that you want to deliver to your customer. So that platform, so this tech platform is a bridge between both of us, right? And second is directly, we introduce you to the bank, and then bank takes care of it, and then we make sure that we are there with you, resolve your queries, documentations, everything, whatever is required during the due course, right? So I will let Mercy.
Perfect, thank you, Varun. I think based on what Varun was saying, one big thing that makes us different from other fintech is, I think people tend to use technology to make operations easier, but what they don't use is how to amplify technology to give people personalized service. So that's what Varun was talking about, how the technology allows us to analyze the customer's profile and then give them personalized advice about where to get their best loans. And you can see from the past 3 years, this has become even more costly for people to get rejections or to get interest rates that are higher than what they should be getting, because we've had record high inflations. WPI was at 13%, fuel prices were at 31%. So all of this is contributing to people getting hit on many sides in terms of their personal finance. Economic growth was going down to 4.7%. Very quickly, I'll just go through the fact that in this environment we've seen tons of businesses shutting down. So obviously the pandemic had affected operations, people had to close down, and it was a period of time where people were not investing in capacity building. And we saw that the ultimate loser for this was the customer. They weren't getting access to the kind of products and services they need. And even specifically in the housing markets, the prices were going on only by 0.75%. It is recovering now, but then construction costs were going up. So consumers for home loans were getting hit on all sides. So in this period, My Money Karma actually grew a lot. So we actually doubled down on the fact that we are focusing on the customers. So tens of thousands of customers got their home loans with us at the lowest interest rates. And when cash-strapped businesses were shutting down, we helped more than 12,000 businesses get working capital loans to keep their operations going. And this is the reason we grew 100x in the past period. So we've served a huge number of customers, and we are accelerating the rate at which we are reaching new and new customers through, like Varun was saying, the second network of partners who are able to just magnify our reach. And this actually grew at triple digits consistently over the past few periods. We're constantly reaching new and new locations, so we're making sure that no customer is ever left behind across India. And we're also going through all the products that we've seen have been very important. So we started off with home loans, but during the pandemic, we've seen there is a huge demand and huge need for business loans, working capital, personal loans, etc. So we've expanded. And at the root of all of this is our technology. So we built the technology, we've got the successes, we've understood what people need. And this is allowing all our people to just focus entirely on delivering customer value, giving great opportunities for financial expertise, as well as operational excellence. And I'll quickly go through how we've delivered a lot of value. So this might not look like much. The average home loan interest rate was 7.5. With My Money Karma, customers were getting 6.5, but this works out to a huge amount of money. So for a 50 lakh loan, for example, which is the average home loan, this will work out to at least 6 to 7 lakh. That's 14% instantly that people are saving. And not only that, we make sure that we are there for them when they want to save money, not just in expenditure, but in investments as well. So like I said, there's been a low economic growth, there's been high inflation, so people have been actively losing money in their regular investments like FDs, etc. And this is when we found that we are able to time the loans perfectly. So we were able to get where interest rates were at their historic lows in India. For the past 10, 15 years, 6.5% was the lowest that we've seen in the market. So we were able to advise customers on when to time their loans so that they make the most returns on their money. And finally, like Varun was saying, we get these loans dispersed really quickly. So not only do we know first time right, we know which lender to go to, but operationally our people are completely aligned towards getting these loans pushed through. So any issues that come up, they are proactively raised, proactively resolved.
I just want to give you a few highlights because we cannot talk much about it because it will take a lot of time. But just want to tell you that we are operational since 2017. We were market ready by 2018 end, and then of course pandemic hit. We are the most media shy companies. We are the only organization I think in Hyderabad or maybe in India who has never talked about what money we have raised, who are our investors. We have never spoken about anything that does not brings in value to the customer, right? We have always spoken about the value that we have given directly to the customer, the kind of facility, the kind of technology that we have built for the customer, the kind of camaraderie, the kind of personal touch we have given. The reason is that generally what happens is when you talk about your funding patterns, when you talk about your investors, when you talk about the unnecessary numbers that does not matter to a customer, right? This creates a lot of unnecessary hype in the market, and this, whatever we are talking right now might be boring, but that is exactly what is required by the customer. So these are few values that we deliver, and we are one of the finest fintech companies, and we've grown 31 times in last financial years, right? 31 times. And when pandemic hit, we've never fired anybody. We were very, very particular about our customers. We took care of them, and we grew during the pandemic because the the entire banking institution or financial institution collapsed because there were the physical legs involved into it. But in our case, we built technologies and we made sure that we held our customers and also the partners in whatever way we can through technology, right? And I just want to tell you that we will show you also the video, the kind of atmosphere we have. Narsi was talking about bad economic situations, bad bad temperaments by the companies, and then crazy valuations. All these were happening, but then organizations are collapsing. We are rock solid and standing still, and we are like growing, exponentially month on month. I just want to tell you that we are one of the most fundamental, close-rooted and deep-rooted organization in terms of tech space, and we are completely end-to-end fintech. Right? We will show you as to how we work. So we have a video to kind of take them through.
Perfect. Just before that, like Varun was saying.
So I'll take this point. So while I was talking about our employees, the way we take care of them, the culture, the way we take care of our customers, we were recently certified as a great place to work organization in India, and we were among top 12 mid-sized companies in India. And this is one of the finest achievements that we have. Just to give you on number thing, so that this becomes a little kind of a framework for you. We do around 2,200 crores of loans every month, and we are moving towards 5,000 crores in next 6 months' time every month, and which is around 60,000 crores a year. And we are also moving, so we are looking for